red zone.
100%. It's been working all game, and nothing has really stopped him yet, so might as well keep going to that game. It's going to set up a 2nd and 6 for the Dukes here, which I wouldn't be surprised if they go right back to Georges. Georges is going to be lined up to Assad's left. Guy in motion. Assad's going to snap. He's going to pitch it to Georges once again with another run, and he's going to pick up, looks like to be a first down as they move the chains, and the Dukes enter the red zone for the first time today.
Assad is really punching his ticket to that first down lane. Honestly, they're not going to stop it. The York Dukes are not going to stop the run game until DGS proves that the run game is no longer effective.
100% Scalzetti.
Thank you, Brownlee.
Snap. Assad's going to go right back to it. He's going to cut through a few tackles, and he's going to pick up around a gain of 6 inside the 10-yard line as the Dukes look to punch it in for the first score of the game.
Assad's getting into the red zone. Honestly, I don't know what play they're going to run. They're going to run the ball.
I wonder.
Yeah, I wonder what play they're going to run. 2nd
and 4. There's no need of risking throwing this ball. But if you want, you can be a little risky here and take a throw because you have that opportunity only being 2nd and short. And they're going to go right back to him. And he's going to get in there. That's going to be a touchdown for Georges. Dukes with an impressive very first drive. And Georges gets in as he basically just carried the Dukes to 6 points there.
It's going to be very interesting on how DGS defends against York Dukes' run game. It's been very effective so far. The running back having all of the touches. They have not thrown the ball once. The quarterback has not done any QB sneaks yet. So it's going to be interesting on how DGS defends against York Duke's run game.
Yeah, 100%. A great drive there and just ran right through him. Connor Smith here taking the extra point. Snap. And it is going to be good as the Dukes take an early 7-0 lead, and you cannot get a better start than that. What did you see from that drive, Johnny?
Well, saw a lot of running. They didn't throw the ball a single time, but why would you when your running back is consistently getting more than 5 yards almost each drive? He did have, a few close moments getting tackled behind, the line of scrimmage, but he was able to get those yards back on the drive, getting in the first down multiple times, getting the first score of the game.
Yeah, 100% Scalzetti. We're going to step aside for a quick break. You are watching York Sports Network. All right, and we are back here. Connor Smith taking the kickoff to get DGS's first drive on offense going of the day. 7-0 Dukes after a Georges quick, easy run into the end zone as he basically got all the yards in that drive. Connor Smith is going to kick this one away. It's going to be a little squibber to the 25. He's going to take it. He's going to have one block, and he's going to get to the sideline and get around the 37, and that is where DGS will set up for their first drive of the day, looking to get stuff going and hopefully have a good response to this York Dukes first touchdown.
We'll see how the York Dukes defense adapts to whatever play style DGS decides to go to, whether they throw the ball deep, do a couple screen passes, or run the ball.
Yeah. No matter what, you have to respond here as the Dukes have taken an easy, quick, commanding lead. Riker Zuback is going to take the snap. Running back's behind him, a little bit of motion. He's going to hand it off, and that's going to take it to around the 41-yard line.
DGS taking the same approach the York Dukes had during the first few plays of the game, just consistently running the ball. If they do the same thing and are effective as the Dukes, they could definitely punch one in for 6.
Yeah, they're going to move quickly here. They're going to retalk the play as they tried to move something quickly, and that was Forrest Bates with the run there. Riker Zuback's getting the call, running back to his left. Still trying to figure out the call. Now we're ready to go. Going to move out to his right. He's going to snap back. He's going to drop back. He's going to look. Pressure coming. He's going to get it off. And he's going to take that as there was a flag in the backfield. He's going to break a few tackles with some good blocks. And it looks like the ball is out. And we'll have to see what the call is here. There was a flag around the quarterback when he threw it. And it's going to be DGS's ball as Forrest Bates took that one. But it looks like it's going to be called back as DGS is heading back towards the original spot.
I didn't see what happened on the flag, but, you know, it could be anything. They did get – it could be a holding play because two of the York linebackers, defensive line, did get in very quickly to the quarterback. So depending on what this call is.
Yeah, and you're 100% right, Scals, as they were going to call that a holding, and they're going to move back and set up a 2nd and long. Back at their 37-yard line, 2nd and 20, which is not a good place to be. Zuback, Bates to his right. Zuback. He's going to take the snap. He's going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to fire over the middle. It's going to be caught. And he's going to get close to that marker as he's going to be down around the 43 in a good chunk play by Antonio Evans for DGS.
You know, as you saw here on that play, Max Bowie was easily able to rip through that offensive line and get to the quarterback quickly, making him quickly look for that short pass there.
Yeah, as DGS is now going to set up a 3rd and manageable for DGS, as he would love to get this first down here after that Duke's touchdown with that response.
We'll see how DGS responds.
Zuback, Bates behind him. Zuback's going to take snap. He's going to hand it off to Bates, and he is going to be stopped short by around a yard to a yard and a half. So now DGS has got a decision to make. What do you think they do here, Johnny?
I mean, it is still.
It's 4th down, Duke fans. Let's get loud.
Can't hear you.
How many yards so far?
1.
So if it's only 1 yard, and they were able to get a few run plays for DGS, I think DGS might run it if they can quickly get that. If they go for the pass, Max Bowie, as we've seen multiple times, quickly rip through that offensive line and get to the quarterback, making him scramble, look for a receiver. Yeah,
they're looking to go for it here. Just they marked him a yard short. And he's going to try to QB sneak it, and it looks like Zuback got it. And it looks like that will move the chains, as we'll see where they spot the ball. And they're going to give it to him, and that's going to be a DGS first down, which is much needed there.
As we see here, the quarterback was able to easily get through the defensive line and get that first down. But it all depends on where they go from here. They can run the ball. We have seen a few times the running back was able to get in a few yards, but he also got stopped a few times. Or they could throw the ball. They have gotten multiple yards with throwing the ball. We'll see what DGS does here.
Yeah, it's going to be already almost into Duke's territory. It would be nice to get in there. He's going to step back. He's going to throw, and it's going to be picked off by the Dukes. Woo. A tough pass there as he threw it right to him, trying to get the wide receiver come to his right.
The cornerback there easily saw what play they were going to run. He saw the open man, was able to assess if he was going to throw it to him or not, and he did, and was easily able to get that pick to secure the possession for a Dukes.
Yeah, Vincent Howard with the pick there. Unbelievable zone defense there. A good play call as he was right in that zone, and now York Dukes will set up in DGS's territory as it looked to strike again with 2 minutes left in this first quarter.
You know, DGS being under pressure multiple times from Max Bowie was able to unfortunately not get off that throw and pick it straight to the Dukes.
Assad. He's going to fake the snap. He's going to throw it, and that is going to be caught by number 14, Miles Corrin for the 10-yard catch, and that will be a first down. And like I said, Johnny, earlier in this game, it was kind of the pregame, DGS was going to have to limit these mistakes if they want to have a chance to come to the Dukes' home turf and take this win. And so far, they have not executed, and they have already made one big mistake. That could cost them more points here.
For sure. We'll see what the Dukes here. They've had many effective running plays, and they just threw the ball for the first time, able to get a few yards, but we'll see where they'll go from here.
Yeah, Assad He's going to hand it back off, and he's going to get a sideline, and he's going to go all the way for a 37-yard touchdown. Christopher Georges takes it all the way for his second touchdown in the game. And oh my goodness, Johnny, what do we expect?
As I said multiple times, Christopher Georges easily able to, find his way through that defensive line, get around them, has punched in 2 touchdowns for the York Dukes here.
Yeah, what a quick turn of events. Trying to drive, picking up that first down, and they turn it over. And just like that, the Dukes put another 6 points up on the board, looking to put up another one right here with this kick. Connor Smith is going to be taking the kick as they're going to send out another guy. It seemed like they were short-manded out there.
Run plays have been very effective for the Dukes today. I've already punched in 2 touchdowns, and Georges has had.
Yeah, and Connor Smith, an extra point is up and good. And the Dukes are already up 14-0, playing good on all sides of the balls with an interception and 2 touchdowns.
Like I was saying about Georges has had, many good runs, especially with that sideline play that we just saw.
Yeah.
They've had a very effective, running tactics for the York Dukes. DGS still not able to adapt. We'll see how they'll defend against those run plays later in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, Johnny. We're going to take a quick break here as you are watching York Sports Network. Yep. All right, and we are back here as Connor Smith is looking to kick this one away as the Dukes are up 14-0 with Georges' 2 touchdowns as DGS looks to get some offense going. Had a bit of a drive last time until they turned it over, and that is going to be a kick to around the 24-yard line. He's going to take it back with a blocker in front of him. He's going to get hard tackled there as the Dukes are fired up. Thomas Holzer with the big tackle. And that could be that's a big momentum, and that's going to get the Dukes bench fired up here.
As we've seen, that DGS has ran the ball multiple times. They've had thrown the ball multiple times. It's going to be interesting seeing how DGS could score here. They've had many good run plays. They've had a few good throwing plays. Unfortunately, with that pick, it might change the quarterback's perspective, seeing if they'll throw the ball more or they'll run the ball.
Yeah, like I've been saying, DGS, if they want to come and win this game, they have to minimize the stakes, and that's what's going to have to go on this drive, as they need to go down and get some points, as the Dukes offense has just shredded this defense. He's going to take it. He's going to snap. He's going to look. He's going to throw over the middle, and that is going to be incomplete. Targeted for number 23, Brady Will, as it was just a little misfire there as he's getting pressured by the York's defense.
York's defense easily being able to get through the offensive line, but also Jeremiah Robinson, the DB on the wide receiver, the quarterback tried to look to throw to, was able to easily lock him up, get him, keep him where he wanted to, and give the defensive line enough time to get in the backfield of DGS defense.
Yeah, I agree. Good pressure from the Dukes there. That could have been a very big completion for DGS. He's going to take the snap. Guy in motion. He's going to, looks like, to hand it off. And he's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Number 2, Forrest Bates.
Number 5, Blake Jankowski with a great tackle there. That's going to set up 3rd and 11 for DGS, as this is not a good first drive.
Blake easily able to, Blake same with Bowie, being able to get through that offensive line. Maybe they'll have to change up their tactics a little bit, because they have, York's defense has been making the quarterback make detrimental plays to the offense, making him throw that pick, as we saw earlier in the first quarter.
Yeah, 3rd and long for DGS here. Zubak's going to be guy in motion. He's going to fake the handoff. It's going to be caught around the 41. He's going to be 3 yards short of the first down. Brady will the catch here, and now the DGS has another decision to make if they want to go for it.
DGS having many issues tonight getting the ball downfield. You know, they've ran the ball multiple times. One or more defenders from York's defense has been able to get through the offensive line. They've thrown the ball multiple times, and they have gotten yardage, but the corners have been right there, right next to the receivers to tackle them immediately when they catch the ball.
Yeah, and it looks like the Dukes, or my fault, DGS, I don't know what they're trying to do here. I think Zuback is back out there. As they look to go for it, as they're going to try to hurry it up a bit as the kicking team went on and off. And there's going to be, looks to be a timeout called on the field. Dukes will call a timeout as they want to have DGS possibly rethink this as they're out of sorts with players on the field.
Department has requested everyone to follow all parking regulations.
It's going to be very, it's going to be a little interesting seeing what DGS does here. They did have one successful fourth down conversion with that QB sneak, as we saw earlier in the first quarter. But if we know anything about the Dukes, they adapt easily, being able to, you know, stop the running backs from getting more than 5 yards, stopping the wide receivers from getting more yardage after the catch. It's going to be interesting seeing how DGS plays this and how York responds.
Yeah, especially for DGS. You don't want to have the Dukes set up inside their own territory again, especially the way Georges has been playing. He's been absolutely incredible to start this game. And you don't want him to get back on the field inside their own territory.
We'll see what DGS does here as they keep discussing the play.
They're still talking it over. We'll see what they do here. But I think the logical decision here, if you're going to go for it, you have to have that confidence. But if I were them, I would punt it because you don't want to have Georges and the Dukes offense, especially who Assad had a very big week last week, throwing for 250 yards, winning 31-6 over the Plainfield North Tigers, as it was a very impressive passing performance, throwing 94% completion percentage.
Absolutely, and I do agree with you, Brownlee. It is a good idea for them to punt to make Dukes have a lot more yardage between them and the end zone.
Yeah,
but
DGS.
They could go for it here.
They're asking for the false start, and it will be as some of the guys in the front line jumped, and that will set DGS back 5 yards, which now you have to think they're going to punt this ball away. Maybe trying to get him to jump off sides there, but looks like they're going to now send the punt team out there as it's 4th and long, and you don't want to, like I said, give the ball back to the Dukes in prime territory.
Like you said multiple times, Brownlee, DGS can't be making these big of mistakes. First, the pick that allowed the running back to get the easy sideline touchdown, and now this.
Yeah, and you don't want to go for 4th immediately as they're going to punt it away. A little close there. It's going to be a squibber, and it's going to bounce to around. It's going to get a good roll, and it's going to bounce to the 24-yard line. And that will the Dukes set up, which I think is much more favorable than possibly not getting it and setting up at their own 35-yard line.
All right. And that's the end of the first quarter here.
Down by number 9,
and that is YTV.
First down for the Dukes on the 23-yard line. All right, and we are back here as the Dukes set up at the
4-yard line here as they look to get something going after that DGS punt. Assad running back to his right. He's going to hand it off, and he's going to give it up to Georges. Georges is going to find a hole. He's going to break a tackle or two, and they're still trying to drag him down. It's going to take another guy to get him down
20,
as the Dukes take it off to the 46-yard line, and Georges has just been running through this GGS defense.
Jack Buckler and number 13, Mason Canick.
Dukes here looking to keep this drive going. Georges back to Assad's right. Assad going to take the snap. He's going to look back. He's going to throw it down the sideline. That's going to be caught. The Dukes
Pass caught, number
into
8.
DGS's 30-yard line. And Tyler Fuentes, who had a touchdown last game, with the great catch as the Dukes are now driving downfield, looking for their 3rd touchdown of the game. What did you see from that play, Ben, that you liked?
Number 16, Zach
Honestly, it was
Assad.
a great pass. It was super long range. I'm really glad they caught it.
Yeah, 100%.
Definitely going to help us.
100% agree there. As Assad, guy to his left, it's going to look like to hand it off to Georges. And this time he's only going to pick up a few there. It's a gain of 3 or 4. Going to be marked down at the 27 as it's going to be 2nd and 7 for the Dukes here.
Tackle made by
It's okay. Everything is
69,
good progress
Evan
as long as it's on our side.
Dvorak.
100%. We've seen a really good game from Georges here as he keeps pounding the ball. I think that's what the Dukes are going to keep resorting to this game.
Nothing wrong with that as long as it gives us the win.
100%. Assad running back to his left. 3 wide receivers out. Assad's going to snap it. He's going to go right back to Georges as Georges is going to pick up a nice gain. And he looks like to be a yard or two short of that first down marker as the Dukes are looking to punch this in for their 3rd touchdown, almost entering the red zone.
For the Dukes.
So, Ben, what have you seen from Georges this game that you've really liked?
Honestly, I just think he's been doing great all around. Hard to pick just one.
Yeah, I understand he's had a lot of great runs this game. Assad is going to step back. He's going to take it himself. Assad's going to get the first down and more. He's going to get inside the 10-yard line, and a good cut and run from Assad there as the Dukes will set up for a 1st and goal.
Quarterback keeper, 1st down. Dukes.
The Dukes are looking to hurry it up here. Georges to his right. Dukes looking for the play call. He's going to take the snap. He's going to go right back to Georges. Georges is going to cut inside. That's going to be a touchdown. Georges' 3rd touchdown of the game as he has racked up over 100 yards at this point, and Georges is just running through this DGS defense.
His number 20.
What a drive by Georges there. And the Dukes will look to go up 21-0 with its extra point here. Connor Smith, the kicker, as DGS is going to have to figure something out in this game to keep it going. As Georges is going to set up. Oh, he's going to fumble the snap, and Connor Smith is going to pick it up, and he's going to get tackled. And a failed extra point attempt from the Dukes. And that score will remain 20-0.
No good.
So, Ben, obviously the highlight of that drive, and I think of every drive, has been Georges, but what else did you like from the Dukes there besides Georges? I mean, obviously the O-line has played a very big impact into Georges getting down this field. But what else have you seen with the O-line and like the wide receivers and that nice big catch we had earlier?
It's just nice to see everyone doing so well and everyone is contributing to the team. I can't really see any weak links in anyone, and I'm just glad that DGS has not scored any points this game.
Yeah, 100%. As we will step aside and take a quick break, you are watching York Sports Network. All right, and we are back here as the Dukes have a 20-0 lead as Connor Smith is going to kick this one away. It's going to be kicked to around the 22. It's been hit there all day, and it's good tackle there.
Immediately down.
Brought down to the
Number
35.
5, Alex Claiborne on the return.
Alex
Tackled by
Claiborne
number
with the return.
22, Matthew Young.
Matthew Young with the tackle there.
Very nice tackle.
Matthew Young in the first game had a game-winning interception to seal the deal for the Dukes, who are 2-0, who, I forget who we were playing, but they were driving downfield, and it was an amazing pick by Young and throwing into double coverage and sealed the game for the Dukes. As DGS needs to get something going here, as they're already down 20-0, and you need something to come up with something fast.
They really do. I mean, honestly, right now, with how good York is playing, I do not see a way DGS can come back, but I don't want to jinx it. You never know.
Yeah,
Still, I like to think the best that York is going to pull through and win this.
Yeah, DGS has just got to stick to their game plan and figure this out. Zubak taking the snap, and he looks like he's going to hand it off, and that is going to be tackled right before the line of scrimmage. Forrest Bates getting absolutely shredded by number 1 Max Bowie, who's obviously one of the staples on this Dukes defense.
Second down and a prime number to go for the Mustangs.
DGS setting for 2nd and 11, haven't had much offensive success as they look to get this one going. Trying to get their things figured out. Number 5 is going to come in. He's going to set up a wide receiver. Zubak. And it looks like whistles are blown. And there's going to be a timeout by DGS, as they have no idea what's going on at the moment. And maybe the noise is getting in their ears and they're just having some communication issues.
Yeah, they might need some time to regroup. I mean, they're losing by a decent bit, and they're definitely on foreign terrain. So I think a quick timeout, quick pep talk from my coach will definitely help them out.
Yeah, 100%. And we'll take a quick break here as you are watching York Sports Network.
Thank you for tuning in.
Yeah.
All right, we are back here as DGS sets up for 2nd and 11 inside their own territory, looking to get something going. Zubak's going to take the snap. He's going to roll out to his left. He's looking for a wide receiver downfield. He's going to chuck it up there, and that's going to be way over his head. It's going to be incomplete with good pressure from the Dukes there, reading that one well.
It's a great play. Definitely hard to catch. I don't think anyone can jump that high.
Yeah, you have to have a really high vert to get up there, as the Dukes force a 3rd and 11 for DGS with 7 minutes to go in this second quarter, as DGS just needs some sort of life in this game. At the first drive, they did have some life, but we haven't seen much of that since, which you hope DGS can get back to.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't agree more.
DGS looking at 3rd and 11 here, looking to get this first down, looking to throw it here. Guy in motion, Zubak's going to look, he's going to step back, he's going to throw it deep, and that's going to be in the range, but he throws it out of bounds. It's not a very good, accurate throw there, as that will set up a 4th down, and that will force DGS to punt once again. Just not a lot of offensive success here we got going on, and they're going to have to keep it going.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
As here comes the punt team as they look to punt this one away, as the Dukes offense, who's been perfect so far, is coming back onto the field, and we will have to see what they can do here.
I think I know what they have to do here. Keep remaining perfect and keep pushing their defense.
Yeah, 100%. That's the key to winning, is it's going to be a little liner, short punt, but it's going to actually work pretty effectively. He's going to dive over it, and it'll be spotted at the 35 as the Dukes fumble, topple on it, and York's Duke's offense is coming back on the field for the 4th time today. Perfect so far, besides the extra point attempt being missed or fumbled by the holder, as DGS needs to find some answers soon.
I agree. As important as points are, we can definitely afford to let one go away.
Yeah, 100%.
Besides, it's not a point for the other team.
Yeah, 100%. Dukes already have a pretty good commanding lead, 20-0. Asai with Georges to his right.
Looks like those two keep conquering the field.
Yeah, 100%. He's going to hand it off back to Georges. Georges is going to find, he's going to break a tackle, and he's going to get a pickup of 5 yards as they keep going back to Georges, which honestly, why would they not go to him? Georges has just single-handedly just beat this DGS team, as I don't see why they would go back to, they wouldn't keep going back to him.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Yeah, DGS going to have to find an answer for something here. They're going to need a stop here eventually to get the Dukes off the field, as their defense is probably very exhausted from this. As they're going to get back to Georges, they're going to pitch it to this right, and there's going to be a flag on the play as he picks up the first down. But we will have to see what the flag is, and that's going to be a holding on the Dukes there. So that will set them back 10 yards for a 2nd and 14, as much needed for DGS and some air to breathe, as they probably need to get this stop here, as it sets the Dukes back for a 2nd and long.
Definitely. Unfortunate as it is for York, it'll definitely make the game more thrilling for us.
Yeah, 100% here. DGS has to figure something out, and that flag is going to bail them out of another first down for the Dukes. But now you just gotta focus on right now and getting this stop, as the Dukes have been very just dominant on the offensive side of the ball, and been getting all these first downs. Assad is going to hand it off to Georges here. He's going to take it up the middle, and he's going to pick up a gain of 4, which will set it up a 3rd and 10 for the Dukes here, making it possible, as DGS really needs to stop to get their offense back on the field.
They do. I don't think that pep talk did too much, did it?
Yeah, and obviously the Dukes won 31-6 last week, showing their dominant offense and defense. Their defense only allowed 19 passing yards, which is very impressive, 69 yards in total, and only holding their opponents to 6 points, which came late in the game when all their starters were off the field. So I don't see anybody stopping this Dukes team at the moment, but DGS has got to step up. Assad. He's going to take the snap. He's going to look back. He's going to throw to the sideline. It's going to be caught, and he will be tackled around the 35. Andrew Tinch short of the first down. That'll make it set up a 4th and 5 for the Dukes here. And we'll see what the decision is here, as obviously the Dukes have been able to convert, and they're going to bring out the punt team, as the Dukes offense is very disappointed and did not want to come off the field there. Dukes here ready to punt this one away. Connor Smith taking the punt. He's going to snap, and he's going to take it. And he's going to kick that. It's going to be caught. He's going to on the 35, and he's going to be tackled by a swarm of Dukes as he goes nowhere, as DGS will set up at the 35-yard line. So obviously DGS is starting to get some defense going, and that is a big stop here. Now the offense needs to start picking up their defense, as they've not been on the field for that long. They've only picked up 1 to 2 first downs here.
Definitely. I mean, both teams are doing pretty well so far, but York has been definitely doing a lot more.
Yeah, 100%, as DGS sets up at the 37. You need, like I said, pre-game, you need long, sustained drives, and you have to minimize mistakes if you're DGS, and that's exactly what they need right now to get back into this game.
For sure.
Zuback is going to set up. He's going to take the snap. He's going to fake it off, and he's going to run with it, it looks like. He's going to try to get to the sideline, and so he gets hit hard, and he's going to lose 2 yards there. And Zubak not picking up much on that designed run play.
Definitely could have gone better for DGS, but it was a clever idea in the moment.
Yeah, DGS has been trying everything, running with the quarterback, running with the running backs, throwing the ball. It just nothing is working. They're going to have to find an answer to get this offense going.
Definitely. I mean, the Dukes are definitely a formidable team so far this season.
Yeah, and if you're Zubak, you got to step up here. I mean, he has been struggling very much here, missing wide receivers. But now he's got to be the guy to take this team to a first down as they're going to hand it off, and he's going to be tackled. But there will be a flag on the play, so we'll have to see what that is. Only a pickup of 1, and it's going to be on the Dukes here. So DGS will catch a break here.
That one's going against the Dukes.
We'll see where they spot it.
Second down, 6 yards to go for Downers Grove South.
It's going to be 2nd and 6 for Downers Grove South, as Zubak looks to pick up the first down here for the first time in a while. In decent field position too, so I mean they got to get this going.
I mean, now that I have some sort of an advantage, they can definitely start pushing it.
Yeah, they're going to hand it off here. He's going to pick up maybe a gain of 1, as just nothing has been working for DGS, as Forrest Bates has not been able to get going as anybody else in this DGS offense. And I mean, a 3rd and 5 here, I feel like it's going to be necessary here to get this first down.
Oh, for sure.
3rd down, Duke fans.
It's definitely going to be a lot of talk from the DGS side to figure out what they can do here and how they can change it in the second half. But first they have to focus on these last 3 minutes.
It seems like the Dukes defense and offense are both impenetrable right now.
Yeah, Zubak is going to take the snap. He's going to jump, and there will be a flag thrown in the play, and that will be on the Dukes as he jumped early.
And there's a flag.
And it will be on the Dukes, and that will set up a first down for DGS, which is very good for DGS, as might have been 2 flags there that helped them get there, but a first down is a first down nonetheless.
Yep. I think Duke's getting a little bit too cocky with such a great lead. They think they can afford to lose some points, but these flags are going to start adding up on them.
Yeah, I would like to see DGS get in the air here as they're scrambling around trying to figure out the play call, as it's been a little bit of too much miscommunication so far. As Zubak's going to take the snap. He's going to hand it off. He's not going to hand it off. He's going to fake. He's got a man wide open, and he overthrows him. Like I said, Zubak has just had a rough day, and he had a wide open touchdown with nobody in front of him, and he overthrows him. I mean, that was just the play you needed to get back into this ball game, but now the DGS has got the reset with 2nd down at the 48 here.
Definitely. I think DGS is very tactical with how they play, but I think York is just catching up to them and far exceeding them in terms of athletics.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to hit that touchdown right there. That's going to be very frustrating for Zubak, as he had an easy 6 points right there for the touchdown. But like I said, G just got the reset here, as Zubak's looking to bounce back here. Man in motion. He's going to snap. He's going to step back. He's going to throw. He's going to dump it off to Bates. He's going to go tackle. He's going to get some green grass. He's going to take the sideline. He's going to keep going. And for the first time in a while, DGS has entered Duke's territory and pick up a big gain of a first down there.
Very good comeback from DGS. The fortress that is the York Dukes is starting to break down a little bit, but will it hold?
32-yard line.
Yeah, that's the first big play we've seen from DGS, and it may be a little bit momentum going into the half, as there is 2 minutes left in this half, as they look up to put up some points going into this. Zubak. Bates behind him. Zubak is going to fake the handoff, and he's going to get pressured immediately. And it's going to be picked off by the Dukes, and he's going to kind of keep going. He's got 1 man to beat, and he's going to be tackled by Zubak, but the Dukes once again pick Zubak off, and Thomas Hoster gets the interception as everything just crumbles down for DGS, as now the Dukes set up in DGS territory.
A masterful play by the Dukes. They are proving that they are some of the best players in this league.
Yeah, 100%. This is a preview of the Dukes' future for their future teams, this is great to see that they're beating up on DGS right here, and they look to keep it going. But if you're DGS, you just got to keep your head up and figure something out. Like I've been saying, like this has just been a bad game for them. And like I said in the pregame, you have to minimize these mistakes. And that's why I talked about before going into the drive. You have to minimize these mistakes, and they just made another one. Back at midfield with the same place they threw the first one.
Definitely. DGS is a good team, but Dukes are definitely in a very good era for themselves.
100%. I've had a lot of good years after having a lot of bad years in a row, but are back to playing York Dukes football as Assad ready to take the snap. George's to his right. Assad's going to take it. He's going to fake it. He's going to get it complete. A sideline, and he's going to be tackled for only a gain of 3 or 2.
14, Miles Gran.
Miles Gran not able to pick up much there, trying to get around.
Pass was thrown by number 16, Zach Assad. Second down, Dukes.
And it looks like they're blowing some sort of whistles as there is an injury on the play, which is not good to see after everything you've seen from DGS as he's hit the ground. And with that, we are going to take a quick break. You are watching York Sports Network. And we are back here after the injury of Jack Buechler. You got to hope he's okay. And he walked off the field in his own powers, which is good to see. But now it's back to football.
Definitely. I'm sure he'll pull through, but it's still unfortunate he got injured.
Yeah, 100%. Hopefully he can come back in this game as he looks like he's running back to the sideline, ready to hop back in this game. As Assad's going to look. He's going to throw it deep, and it's going to be completed, and he's going to get to the 40. He's going to cut back. He's going to get inside the 10. This is about first and goal for the Dukes.
Pass caught, number 4,
Miles Coran.
Winton for a
My
first
fault.
down.
Excuse me, Christopher Winton with the catch there, and that's the first time we've heard his name today. Obviously had a good game last week, had a touchdown last week, and that is very good to see from the Dukes offense looking to strike again.
For sure, great plays going on out here.
As there's under a minute left in this half as the Dukes look to take the clock all the way down. Be a man in motion. Assad's going to look back. He's going to throw it to the end zone. It's going to be picked off by Assad as he's got green grass in front of him. He's going to try to take it as far as he can. He's going to keep breaking some tackles, and he's still going as he's going to take it all the way to the 45-yard line. And when you just thought the Dukes were going to get another touchdown, they turn it over, and now DGS is in business with 40 seconds to go.
Looks like DGS finally got their head in the game, catching up to the Dukes.
Yeah, he just wasn't turn around. He didn't read the play well, and he gave it right back to him. So now Downers Grove South is going to set up at their own 47, looking to get some points on the board before the half ends. As now, if you're DGS, Zubak has got to bounce back from that tough last drive and go get some points on the board, as now they're given the opportunity by their defense, who has played a very solid first half. Zubak, he's going to step back, he's going to look, he's going to throw up the middle and to nobody as Zubak got hit at the end of that play, shaking up a little bit, but he's going to talk to his coach and try to figure out something with 30 seconds to go. They have to move quick here, and you can't expect them to run this ball anymore.
For the Mustangs.
as DGS is going to talk this over. Looking to get something before this half ends, as I've only had 2 first downs this game, which has been very disappointing going into this. But Zuback, he's going to snap, he's going to drop back, he's going to roll out, he's going to look nowhere to go, he's going to keep moving, he's going to end up tossing it up, and it's going to be incomplete, thrown over the hand of number 23, Brady Will, who has been one of the main targets this game, as DGS now sets up a 3rd and 10. And I feel like if you're DGS, you just run this ball here. Excuse me, you don't run this ball because it's 3rd and 10 and there's 30 seconds to go, with Dukes having still 2 more timeouts to stop this clock. Yeah, if you're DGS here, you want to get this first down because you don't want to give the Dukes any sort of offense again in this half, as if they do not get this first down, the Dukes will get it back. So
definitely, things not looking too bright for DGS. Got a lot of ground to make up on even more points.
Like I said, Zuback's got to step up here and be the bigger man and make a good throw here, as he's had a very rough day. He's going to snap back. He's going to look. He's going to throw down the sideline, and there is just nobody in the range of that throw, as DGS is going to look to punt it.
Number 18, Malachi
a bit of deja vu from earlier. Looks like DGS is really going to have to step it up even more than they had to before.
Yeah, and they're going to punt away here with 25 seconds, and the Dukes still do have 2 timeouts. So if you're the Dukes here, you want to hopefully get some good field position to possibly get down the field to kick a field goal before this half ends.
Definitely. I feel like the smart play with the timeouts is just to stall DGS so that way they don't have to use them, can still burn time on the clock.
Yeah, it's kind of weird in high school football too, because like if you look at the NFL and college, as this punt, he's going to kick it away, and it's going to be a good kick. It's going to be a squibber, and that's going to pin the Dukes all the way back to around the 11-yard line to the 10, as the Dukes have a long way to go with 13 seconds to go. Looking, they're just going to kneel it here.
And that punt was by number 61, Caro Hanna.
That's kind of like I was saying. It's weird to see in high school football because you don't see many field goals at all or never, especially in sophomore football when your kickers don't have the greatest legs. So you would have to basically get inside the 25 for that to happen. But the Dukes really can't do much here with 13 seconds to go, looking hopefully just to kneel it and end this very good first half they've had.
For sure. I mean, as long as they don't somehow manage to get a touchdown or make the field goal, I think Dukes be golden going into the second half.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to line up to throw it, as Asad's going to take the snap, and he's just going to hand it off and kill the rest of this clock. Georges is going to take it, and that will bring an end to this first half, as the Dukes are up 20-0, and you could have not asked for a better first half from the Dukes.
Definitely not.
The first half.
Yeah, I mean, I think who do you think the guy that was the big man of this half for the Dukes?
I definitely say it's been their quarterback this whole time. I mean, he's been running the plays magnificently. I mean, his choices of who to throw to have definitely not failed us.
Yeah, and also I want to give a shout out to Georges, who's had 3 touchdowns on the day, having a very amazing day, just shredding through this DGS defense, as the Dukes will head up 20-0 going into the half. And for all you watching, tune in to the varsity game later for senior night for the Dukes. And that is the rest for me and Ben here, as you will get new guys to start this second half. So for York Sports Network, I'm Ryan Brownlee, and beside me is
Ben Brisk. Thank you for tuning in.
You good?
Yeah.
Welcome back, York fans. I'm John Finucane.
Here with Griffin Hanna. And John, what do you love seeing in this first half from the new scoreboard?
You know, I'm loving it. This graphics, I'm speechless. I'm loving what they did with it. Honestly, an upgrade.
But John, what do you want to see more of from the scoreboard in the second half?
I'd love to see some replays, some touchdowns. This running back here, he's been grinding at this Mustangs defense for, I think, these past 2 quarters, and I'd love to see him back on the scoreboard for these fellow fans.
Couldn't say it better myself. But John, let's talk about what the people really came here to watch. What about the York Dukes offense?
They've been grinding at this defense for these past 2 quarters now, and I've been watching it firsthand. Our run game has just been grinding at this D-line, finding holes left and right. We haven't seen a lot of thrown passes, but I'm loving to see what the halftime changes that these Mustangs make.
Like you said, Chris Georges has been having a monster game today.
Yeah.
And I really don't think York needs to change much coming out of the half. Although they haven't thrown the ball much, like you said, they don't need to when you have Chris Georges in the backfield.
Yeah, Chris Georges, he's been grinding at this defense, like I've been saying. I feel like a broken record now. But there's not a lot that York offense has to change right now. They're finding what works. They're finding how to get the ball in the end zone. There's not really much. We've had 3 touchdowns now, and all runs. But these Mustangs, I love to see how they're going to change in the second half to really combat this running game.
Another thing is, yes, the Dukes are focusing on the run game as it's what's working, but if DGS focuses too much on the run game, they can just go to the passing game.
Yeah.
Like you saw the big run after catch by Chris Winton, breaking a few tackles.
Oh, yeah.
It's not like York's passing game is weak. It's just the running game is so strong.
Yeah, these coaches have found out what has worked against the Mustangs defense, and they don't want to change what's working. Don't like my grandfather always said, don't break a broken record. If it works, it works.
Couldn't agree more. Just keep feeding Georges here.
Yeah, I think that's what this offense is going to do, and they're just going to keep looking for him. If he can't get it done, this passing game, like you've said, has had some big major plays. Nothing to complain about. No, but it's a pass, and runs are guaranteed from George.
I agree. Runs are guaranteed from Georges, but as you saw earlier, there is that pick from Zach Assad.
Yeah.
And he's been great all season, but we've seen a couple laps in judgment and a couple picks here and there over the first couple of games. But otherwise, I think Zach Assad has been playing pretty good this game.
Yeah, you don't expect him to be perfect, but you expect him to at least make some plays, and he's done just that. He's done exactly what this offense has needed from him. He's made connections to his receivers constantly, not letting them up, and no fumbled snaps, which is incredible. The center, he has just been able to control this ball, get it into the quarterback's hands to make these plays fast and quick.
I couldn't agree more. One thing, though, to keep your eye on is Danny Farmer is not playing in this game, typically playing both sides of the ball. Yeah. He is absent from the offensive line and defensive line today, currently on the sidelines with no pads.
Yeah. I don't understand the reason, and I haven't heard anything from any of our connections, but I think the York has really figured out how to use him without just having him there. They've figured him out. He's a core player, and they've used him on, like you said, both sides of the ball, and he's really effective at what he does.
Yeah, he's such a big force on both sides of the line, and it's almost a huge blow as he's almost somewhat of a captain.
Yeah, I think he really rallies around this team, and he gets it done. He gets his team riled up. He's both sides of the ball, so he has that energy constantly coming out of him.
His replacements haven't looked terrible, though.
Yeah.
I have not seen any major issues.
No.
We've seen some QB pressures from York and not a lot from the Mustangs. So, although without him there, I think York has done a fantastic job of fixing it and addressing the situation.
Yeah. They just like you said, the replacements have not fumbled. They have not fallen under pressure by this Mustangs defense. But that's what you expect from these replacements. you know, if you watch these kickoff teams, they haven't been able to get through, and also these run games, they've been able to hold them back to open up the line, really get these major plays going.
Another name I want to point out is Braden Byford, currently getting his arm taped up on the sideline, maybe eyeing a return as he's still in full pads, looking like he's going to head back out there, but something definitely to watch.
Yeah, the second quarter, he walked out with an ice pack. Apparently, from what I watched, was a fall. Might have landed on his arm a little bit, tweaked it, hit another offensive lineman, but he's currently getting it taped up. He's looked like he's going to make a return. Hopefully he makes this return, which he has been an absolute powerhouse for this offensive line.
And hopefully a return in good spirits as well.
Oh, yes. You know, as we see the York Dukes warming up. They're ready to bring out the second half. It's 20-0.
One thing I find interesting is York going more physically with a warm-up, just trying to keep their guys warm and keep the momentum flowing. Well, DGS just had a big huddle at their end of the field where all players got to go in trying to warm up the momentum.
Yeah, York, their warm-ups have always been very physical, but this Mustangs, they haven't been doing anything changed from what we saw in the beginning of this game. They haven't changed any of the routines to maybe affect their players, get them more warmed up, you know, try to see if they can make any changes, get them stretched out, see if they can make some bigger plays with runs.
And a great sign here, Braden Byford showing a thumbs up to the trainers, looking like he's going back out there.
Yeah, he's now being supported by other players. We love to see it from this line. All right, looks like kickoff's about to happen. We got a huddle on the field.
Yep, here comes York's coach trying to get his guys amped up for this kickoff, as DGS will be starting with the ball in the second half.
You know, one thing I will say about these sophomore coaches is they know how to get their boys riled up. They know how to get them hyped up for this kickoff, for offensive stops, defensive stops. You know, they just know how to get it done.
Even in class today, many of his guys were feeling ready for the game today.
Yeah, they get them hyped out from Monday to Friday. You know, just getting them ready, and it looks like they've just been ready all game long.
Connor Smith lining it up for this kickoff.
Set to kick off for the Dukes, number 26, Connor Smith.
I think I saw a text on
Connor Smith, a short punt here. And it's muffed by the DGS returner, picked up by number 23. And he's wrestled to the ground near the 25-yard line.
Brady Will on the return for the Mustangs. Tackled by number 44, Thomas Hostler, And half is number 22, Matty Young.
Matt Young there with the tackle.
Mustangs on the 22-yard line.
Mustangs here with the ball on the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I'm seeing this is, I think, the shortest they've come up in this game so far. I'm hoping to see some big plays from York, stopping them, keeping them there, getting an early start.
Riker Kuzback in the shotgun for DGS. Wide receiver in motion. They hand the ball off. With a power run there,
Number 2,
Forrest Bates through the A-gap there. Get in about 3-4 yards.
Tom Hostler.
You know, Forrest, he's been able to run through this defense, but the defense has been able to stop him right back. Hasn't been able to make big 10, 20-yard claims on this field. Only short ones, 4 or 5.
DGS coach is just yelling, "Run, Forrest, run!" Again in the shotgun. Kuzback hands it off to Forrest. And Fortis stumbling his way to the first down.
For Downers Grove South.
Forrest Bates there
Shot
with
by number 22.
carrying this offense for this first drive as they gone to him back-to-back plays and getting a first down for DGS.
Yeah, been able to move these chains all game. No stopping him.
The chain gang is definitely getting their steps in today.
Oh, yes. Yes. On for both teams, York and the Mustangs.
Like you said, 2 explosive offenses getting first down after first down.
Yeah.
Kuzback in the shotgun. Evans in motion. Back to Bates. And Bates only stumbles up to 2-3 yards maybe.
I'm starting to see these stumbles. I'm not seeing these big runs we've seen the first and second quarter. I'm starting to think, is he injured? Is he worried about something that's York defense is just stopping him too short?
Bates did come out of the game there, almost looking like he was limping off the sideline. Hope for his best. Kuzback. Kuzback takes a snap, hands it off to number 11, and the play is blown up. Multiple York defenders there to shut down that run.
There's a flag on the play, but you love to see the aggressiveness of this defense throwing themselves at the ball, trying to get that stop early.
Blake Yankowski getting credited for the tackle on Zach Barnes. Blowing that play up in the backfield, but as you said, there is a flag. Let's see what the call is. Seem to be bringing the ball up around 5 yards. Penalty against the Dukes. No word of what the penalty is yet.
2nd and 2 for the Mustangs.
Yeah, I'm really wondering what that was. Didn't see any holding, didn't see anything really coming out, shooting out for me. But I'm really wondering what these refs are looking at. Oh, we got a switch of 2 players now.
Riker Kuzback coming back from the sideline, getting the call from his coach, and DGS coming out in a jumbo package here with an extra down lineman. Pretty much looking at running the ball, moving the fullback up to the line. Yeah, this is a really heavy package here. Let's see what they do with it. And they do hand it off.
Oh.
And that one's also blown up in the backfield.
11.
Zach Barnes going nowhere.
Mustangs.
I almost thought that there was a fumble right there. I saw multiple York jerseys fall on top of it at the 40-yard line.
That just goes to show you the strength of this York Dukes.
Yeah, the aggressiveness, as you could say.
Shout out to JK Strength and Fitness for training our boys.
Yeah, we love to see them out here.
Let's see.
You know, I'm looking at the sideline. I'm seeing these coaches just get them up and wild, getting the offense started.
Kuzback in the shotgun, obviously a passing down here as it's 3rd and long. Kuzback drops back to pass, rolling out right. Evades a defender, and he gets wrapped up by number 59. That's
59.
Raymond Serwinski with one of his first sacks of the season.
You know, I see a flag out there.
Ooh.
Wondering what it is, but just
Let's see.
Again with the aggressiveness of this defense, it's
holding on the defense.
Oh.
Coach Nardini clearly confused with that call. This will result in a first down, or let's see.
It's going to look like a first down.
Yep, it will result in a first down for DGS.
Move these chains without moving the chains, as I like to say.
Down Mustangs.
Moving but not grooving, per se.
Yeah. Thinking if there's going to be a touchdown here by the Mustangs, but this defense is still showing their aggressiveness no matter what.
Yeah, they've had great play after great play, and oftentimes are just stopped by flags.
Yeah. Hate to see it, but you know that's what practice is for. You get these small mistakes out of the way.
Kuzback again in the shotgun. Hands it off to Bates. And he stopped for a short gain of 3 yards.
And I heard that hit from up here.
You probably did hear it at home, too.
Yeah.
And that was a big hit from Vincent Howard and Max Bluey.
Yeah. You know, Max Bluey, his first game here, home, he was hitting some great plays, had a couple fumbles. And, you know, I'd love to see the aggressiveness out of him as a linebacker, you know.
Like you said, this York defense has a lot of fight and aggressiveness in them, allowing them to blow up these plays and often get a lot of sacks.
Yeah.
2 backs in the backfield for DGS here. 1 back in motion. Kuzback drops back to pass. Trying to hit number 5, Alex Clauborne, but Kuzback's throw a little bit there, just too short.
I've seen Kuzback try to make a couple throws. He's made a lot of connections. I don't know what he was thinking in that moment, but you know, you can't strain the kid. He's doing his best, and we love to see it. You know, he's mostly used to these run games, so not hating on him for not being warm out here.
Let's see here. 3rd and 7 on the 50. Do you think they might run it here and just go for it on 4th as they're right at midfield?
They're a little far back, as I could tell.
Play action. And overthrown by Kuzback, looking for number 23. That's Brady Will. Will just wide open there, and Kuzback missed him.
If you are a parent of a senior being recognized tonight,
and here comes the DGS punt team.
Yeah, couldn't make anything happen. This defense, like I've said this whole time, aggressive, and aggressive. Nothing but it.
York's defense did bite on the play action, but nothing doing from the pass there. Definitely an opportunity to move the chains, but they just couldn't get it done. DGS trying to pin York back deep in their own territory. And the snap's high, fumble by 61, and Blake Gankowski falls on the ball. York ball. What a play from Blake Gankowski to notice the muffed snap and get on that ball before any DGS player could even realize what was happening.
I didn't even realize what was happening. He ran so fast.
Nothing done wrong there by DGS's punter, Kiro Hanna, but he just couldn't fall on it in time as Blake Gankowski's got some speed at that defensive end spot.
Yeah, love to see it from those smaller positions, those larger positions like linemen, linebackers. Love to see the speed on them. They can get to the ball fast, be able to make those plays.
Let's see Assad in the shotgun here with Georges in his backfield. Georges has been eaten all day. Let's see if they go to him. And they do on a little bit of a pole block from Anthony Massel. You know, and Chris Georges with a nice gain there of about 8 yards.
Chris Georges has been able to read his line, been able to find the holes, been able to get through it, make the plays. Love the intentional, love the IQ from this kid.
Again, back to Georges. And he falls forward, probably for the first down here.
Short stop, but smart play by him. Knows what he needs to do. Doesn't want 2 more, wants to keep him healthy.
Looks like Chris Georges is kind of breathing heavy here. Let's see if they go to a passing situation.
First down.
Georges remaining in the game. Let's see. Assad talking it over with his O-line. 4 wide receivers out, 2 on the strong side, 2 on the weak side here, with Georges and Assad in the backfield. Wide receiver in motion. Assad takes the snap. Jet sweep to number 14. 14 trying to turn on the burners, but number 10 of DGS in the backfield to take him down. Tackle by Jaden Dinwiddie on number.
Second down for the Dukes.
That was a nice little gain with that jet sweep. Haven't seen that play from York all game, but you know, nice to see it come out once in a while to get these smaller plays.
Jet sweep went to Miles Coran there.
Atta kid, Miles.
Assad hands it off to Georges. Georges trying to make something happen, cut him back inside, but he stopped.
And a group of Mustangs take him down. I wonder what's going through this line's head. You know, they've been able to hold this line, and it looks like it's crumbling. But they're getting these smaller plays, hoping we're gonna get a pass play soon.
Yeah, as you said, the line is looking a little banged up, but they're doing their best out there, and they're mostly holding it for their guys. 4 out receivers again with only Georges in the backfield with Assad. Assad fakes the handoff, quarterback keeper, cuts it up the middle, still on his feet, and he fumbles the football.
But it looks like it's recovered right by York.
Let's see.
16, Zach Assad scrambles.
Yep, covered by York.
Yep.
Great job by the York O-lineman to fall on that football.
Yeah, you know, they all ran. I started to see these ends and these linebackers fall in towards the running back, but the linemen were able to push them back, keep them there, and that's probably what kept them from not getting that fumble.
Love seeing Zach Assad trying to make something happen with his feet, but once you got the first down, you often think you just got to slide.
Yeah.
See, wide receiver in motion. Miles Coran coming across. Handoff to Georges. Georges going to the outside. And the DGS defenders get off their blocks. Number 44 there on the tackle on Georges.
You know, Georges has been able to make these red zone plays like there's nothing, like it's cutting a cake. He's been able to find the holes, run through, even if you have to move around. He's quick on his feet. He knows what he's doing.
Good job by Mason Knorr to get there. Slow down Georges, and then the tackle was finished off by number 10, Jaden Dinwiddie. Massel coming across in motion in the tight end spot. Fade route for number 2.
Ooh, and it was almost an OBJ moment.
Yes, number 8. Tyler Fuentes almost with the one-handed catch. Got the 2 feet in, but just couldn't hang on to the ball.
You know, I was in my head thinking, should I say if they're going to get a passing play? But I wouldn't expect it from this offense. You know, these coaches, they know what they're doing. They know how to run these plays. We've been seeing it all night. They've been figuring out what this defense can and can't handle.
Let's see. 1 wide receiver on the strong side, 2 on the weak side. Handed off to Georges, going to the weak side, and it's a touchdown, New York.
Makes it in there. The linemen, they open up the holes for this guy. They've got great chemistry, being able to know when and where he's going, being able to just open an absolute hallway for him.
Chris Georges just eaten tonight.
Yeah.
Connor Smith here to take the PAT.
Yeah. Hasn't missed one yet. He's kicking into the win, I believe. So he's gonna.
Yeah, it does feel that way. Has been consistent all year though.
Yeah.
And it's up and good.
And
Connor Smith makes another one.
Good.
You know, earlier this game, the wind was kind of picking up when we were doing kickoff. But I'm glad the wind settled down. Been able to get these PATs right in there, right down the middle.
Connor Smith's been proficient lately as he plays football, but he also plays football.
Yeah, big soccer guys. You know, these kicking positions, they grab them from the soccer team. Like, we love a dual sport athlete. And these cheerleaders, they're down 27 push-ups. If you don't know, the cheerleaders do 7 push-ups for every touchdown these Dukes get. With 2 minutes left in the third quarter, it's 27-0. York Dukes up.
Duke fans loving what they're seeing here as we're hearing applause from the parents and students.
Yeah, you know, the student section starting to fill up for this whiteout game. We love to see these upperclassmen showing out for the sophomores in an earlier game.
DGS punt return team coming out here.
All right.
Set to return it is number 23. That is Brady Will.
You know, you're watching the defense. You're watching them just clobber everybody, and it's no exception for this punt team, for the kickoff team. They're just being able to get down to the ball, make these quick stops, only giving them 20 couple yards. You know, there's nothing these guys can't do, I think.
Connor Smith to kick it off. The kick is up and away, and it's a very deep kick, fielded by Will. He fields it around the 10, trying to make a move for it, cuts it up, going to the outside, and he's down near the 39.
Yeah, I almost feel like I jinxed myself there with that one. He made a decent play, found the sideline, and was able to crash through these York Dukes.
Brady Will just running out of room there. Otherwise, he could have housed it.
He could have. He really could have. You know, put their first touchdown up late in the second half.
Build some momentum for them.
Yeah, see what they can get going on offense, but I'd love to see what they're going to do with these plays. You know, you got 30 minutes of football to play, and they've been playing every minute of them. But I'm trying to see what these guys are going to do. They've been really grinding, trying to get them tired out.
Kuzback in the shotgun. Hands it off to Forrest. Forrest going up, and he's tackled after a short gain.
Charges into the pile.
Forrest Bates there, running through the middle, looking to test these 2 interior linemen.
Bowie.
Max Bowie making the tackle there.
Yeah. Bowie, he's a great player. He's been able to make these touchdowns all game, and for pretty much the start of the season, he's been making these plays. I think his name was in my head almost every game watching these sophomore games.
Running right at Luca Fermento and Raymond Serwinski here as there are 2 defensive tackles. Fakes the jet sweeps. Kuzback, but dropping to pass. Looking for number 3, and he hits him for the deep gain.
Oh, that gets the Mustangs up off their feet. We're seeing the crowd absolutely electric on the other side, hoping they can make a play.
Antonio Evans with the big gain. Look, like you said, York has been really aggressive on the defensive end and almost too aggressive there as they bit on that jet sweep, letting Antonio Evans just get wide open over the top.
Yep. They've been running these men coverages, not seeing a lot of zone out of them, but you know that's what you can expect. I think they watch their plays, they know what they're gonna do, but that play, it was an incredible play.
DGS in that jumbo package from earlier with a fullback in the backfield. Quarterback keeper here. Let's see if York can force a fumble.
And that's Max Bowie with the tackle.
Blown up in the backfield.
Almost couldn't help myself saying that one. Love seeing this kid be aggressive, take the quarterback down, take the receiver down, take the running back down. He's basically a lethal weapon out there.
5-yard loss on the play.
Looking like the Boz at the middle linebacker position. Blowing up plays in the backfield and hitting hard.
You know, I'd love to see what this kid does, moving up varsity level. Can't wait to see his potential. He's showing great aggression even at the sophomore level. You know, if you're stopping by here, it is senior night, white out, be there or be squared.
We would like to congratulate all our seniors on their final season of York Dukes football being honored before varsity's game tonight.
And we wish them all well.
Kuzback fakes the handoff, throwing, but Jeremiah Robertson with the absolute no-fly zone when you throw over him.
Yeah. He's got, other than his incredible block potential, he has celebrations on his pocket. Absolute demon on the dance floor, I bet.
One of the swaggiest players on this Dukes defense.
Yeah, I'm loving seeing the drip and his celebrations. He brings them out every game. Nothing short of him.
Kuzback tried to test that press man coverage from Robertson, but Robertson, he's all mine.
He said no. He's stopping him.
Just one of the many highlights of this York Dukes defense.
We're hearing these cowbells ring. Let's get loud, guys.
Let's see here. Robertson lined up with Will. Handoff to Forrest, and Forrest with a decent gain, running over a Duke defender. Turning this 3rd and 15 to 4th and 8.
Since the beginning of this quarter, Forrest was kind of slowing down. I think that injury he may or may have had before this, it's just rubbing off on him, and he's becoming good.
The third quarter.
And that is the conclusion of our 3rd quarter. And signing off for YSN, this has been Griffin Hanna
and John Finucane. Thank you for watching, guys, and stay tuned.
Number 3 on the run, Antonio Evans.
Alrighty, folks, welcome back to 4th quarter action here. It is 27-0. York over Downers Grove South, and the Mustangs will have a first down inside the York 10-yard line. And joining me here is Zach Silkaitis on the call for the color. And fourth quarter looking for your Dukes to finish this off.
Alongside me is Brennan Blanchette. Brennan, what do you think the York Dukes have been doing so well this game to produce this amount of points by the fourth quarter?
I think the O-line has done an exceptional job of blocking extremely well for Chris Georges to hit some great holes. And he's just had some really explosive, very vertical plays so far this game. And it has definitely affected the Dukes on the scoreboard.
You know, I'd have to totally agree with that, Blanchette. But I also have to give some props to the defense. They've been total lockdown, allowing 0 points this entire game so far. And I believe the York Dukes will be able to keep it at 0.
Yeah, I'm hoping they can make a red zone stand here. If they can do that, they'll keep them to 7 points on the season, which would be #1 in the West Suburban Conference. Handoff to number 2 here. Number 2 hits a gap, and that's tackled by number 3, Will Butte, and Tommy Hostler, number 44. And he'll get a gain of about 3 yards. And it'll now be second and goal.
You know, Blanchette, ever since halftime, the Dukes have been running the ball a lot on the offense. They're not trying to throw any interceptions here late in the game and let up any points. But the run game has been very good. They've been getting lots of first downs, lots of yardage.
Yes, definitely agree. Run game has definitely been a huge takeaway positive. Handoff to the fullback here, number 88. Don't see that too much. And they will make a stand here at the 3-yard line. It'll be third down. And the Dukes D-line did a nice job of gang tackling here. And just overall, Duke's defense and linebackers done an exceptional job reading the holes in the defense or in the offense.
Duke fans, let's get loud.
Third down now to come here for Downers Grove South, and looks like they'll go under center. They'll go with 3 backs here. Gonna jumbo package, handoff to number 2, and that is gonna be close. And it looks like they're gonna call him short. It'll be 4th and inches here. This will be tight, and Downers Grove South's gonna go hurry up, trying to catch the Dukes off guard.
Going for the
and he is gonna get the touchdown.
Touchdown, Downers Grove South.
And that will be their first touchdown of the day. And looks like number 2 is limping off the sidelines gingerly. He scored the touchdown on the play. And the score will now be 27-6, your York Dukes.
You know, the Dukes defense has been doing an amazing job tonight. But letting up 1 touchdown in this scenario is not going to hurt the team at all. Maybe
no, not at all. Oh, bad snap, and the kick is blocked. And that'll be no good. So there's a special teams takeaway for this. Blocked kick, and that'll end up with Downers Grove South only getting 6 on the board here.
That's just yet another example of how great the Dukes defense has truly been this game. I mean, they did let up a touchdown, but they were able to stop the extra point right there. Great job by the defense.
Yeah, the defense has definitely done a great job stopping the run, getting in plays. Definitely haven't been able to throw at all. The secondary has been absolutely elite for the Dukes defense here. That'd be including Tommy Hostler, Max Bowie, and Vince Howard. To add to that, Jeremiah Roberson, number 17, has done a great job today with a couple of coverages and really hasn't let their quarterback to be able to throw anything.
The score is at 27-6 with just a little bit under 8 minutes left to go in the fourth quarter. Blanchette, do you think the Dukes will be able to keep this momentum going in the following weeks?
Who they have next week, Zach?
I'm not quite sure about that.
Yeah, I do think so, especially since this sophomore team, they didn't lose a game last year, and I wouldn't be surprised if they repeat that, and it'll be Juju on the return here. Number 28, he is going to break a tackle. He's got a lane, and he's going to get up to the 40. That's a good return by number 28, Juju Williams. Great return there. I say that was probably the best return I've seen him return first 3 games of the season so far.
Yeah, 40-yard gain is pretty good. I mean, just kneeling, it's only a 20, so plus 20-yard advantage right there. Great job for the Dukes.
Yeah, definitely a great return. And Assad and the offense come back out now. And looks like we will have number 23, Jaden Shaw, in the backfield now at running back. So Chris Georges will be done for the night. O-line still looks the same. And here we go, Duke's offense. And Jaden Shaw gets swallowed up there. Snap was good, blocking on the O-line just kind of fell apart there. I don't know what happened. And we do have an injured player on the field, number 57. Doesn't look so good, grabbing his leg here. And don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be right back from this injury break. Welcome back here, folks. Fourth quarter action with 7:12 left in the game. It is a 27-6 ball game here. Duke's on the drive. Assad takes the snap. He's going to fake it to Shaw, and that's a throw to Christopher Witten. Christopher Witten's going to have a first down on about a 15-yard gain there. Great throw by Assad. Chris Witten made a nice juke on the tackle, before he got tackled there, and that'll be a nice pickup and gain of 15. And the Duke's going to go no huddle here, a little hurry-up offense. And, Zach, I like this tempo. Even though you're up a lot, still want to get some good reps in case you are in a situation like this. They're going to hand off to Jaden Shaw, and he gets swallowed up right away by number 16.
Number 23, Jaden
Yeah, you know,
Shaw.
as they say, all gas, no brakes mentality. Even when you're up by this much, I mean, it's not technically a blowout yet, so just keep going up the field. Game's not over till it's over. Anything can happen.
That is true. That is why we want to remind you folks to never sports bet, because nothing is over until it is over. So the Dukes will go huddle here. It'll still be Shaw in the backfield. Assad takes the snap out of the shotgun. Shaw with the run. Shaw better run this down. That'll be a pickup of about 4 or 5 on the run. And it'll now be 3rd and 6.
Third down for the Dukes.
You know, Blanchett, who is your player of the game for the Dukes so far?
So far, it's definitely been Chris Georges in my mind. I mean, he's done an exceptional job of running downhill and making explosive plays, and he's really made or break the game so far. He's done a nice job of breaking tackles and making guys miss on plays. And his, if we had a stat for this, but his yards after contact would probably be exponential. I mean, he's done a great job so far. Jaden Shaw will not get the first down. He will get a couple extra yards on the play, and it'll now be 4th down.
Rumbles for a few yards for
and it looks like the Dukes are going to go for it here on 4th down, and I don't mind that decision. I mean, it's 4th and 3 on their own 38. They're up 27-6, and it's not a bad decision. And now checking into the game will be number 2, Anthony Massel. O-line still looks the same. Number 75, Valentino Alvarez in the game now. Dan Farmer got hurt at the beginning of the game. He's been kind of dealing with some injuries. It looks like they're going to go freeze here on this play. Now they're going to call a play, and looks like it'll be a timeout on the Dukes. And we'll be right back, folks. Don't go anywhere. You're watching York Sports Network.
It is no longer time to mosey.
Welcome back, folks. It is now 4th down for the Dukes here. It'll be a 4th and 4 from their own 38-yard line. Side takes a snap. He is going to throw out to the side, and there goes Massel. Massel with good first down. Anthony Massel there.
First down.
And he will move the sticks on the play, and that'll keep the York drive going. And I honestly think that was a great play design, great play for that kind of down. I think they pretty much caught the defense off guard. The little nice tight end in motion, and he was wide open when Assad went to throw the ball.
Yeah, great job there. Good play from the offense. Executing on 4th down, especially in with 5 minutes left in the game. The team still could come back, so you got to make sure you execute those types of plays.
And now checking into wide receivers, number 3, Will Butte, and checking into tight end is number 9, Andrew Tinge. Assad takes the snap. Snap is handed off to Jaden Shaw, and that'll be about a 5-yard run. So it'll now be 2nd and 5 from the 28. My apologies. 2nd and 6 from the 24. And they will go no huddle again. Andrew Tinch in the sniffer. Witten in motion. Side takes a snap. Snap is a little high. Hand off to Jaden Shaw. He sees a hole, and that should be enough for a first down.
Number 23, Jaden
Good blocking
Shaw,
from the O-line there. Secondary from Downers Grove South just made a pretty good play on the tackle, and it won't be a first down. It'll be 3rd and 1 from the 19. The Dukes now at the Downers Grove South 19-yard line. Sod takes the snap. Hand off to Jaden Shaw. Jaden Shaw, he will get the first down and a great run there. It'll be a pickup of about 9 yards. And it won't quite be a 1st and goal, but it'll be 1st and 10 on the 11-yard line. And that was a good run by Jaden Shaw. The O-line has done an excellent job blocking this game so far, Zach. Wouldn't you agree?
Yeah, totally agree. It's one of the main reasons why the York's running game has been so dominant so far late into these stages of the game.
Yeah, I'm sure they won't have to worry about anything on film this weekend. I know when I played, I'm hurt this year, but when I played, oh, we got ripped on film every day. But this year the O-line looks pretty solid. Elias Tamer at center. Dan Farmer and Valentino Alvarez at left guard, and that is going to be about a 3-yard gain from Jaden Shaw. There's Braden Byford at right tackle, Owen Burns at right guard, then Tim Payne at left guard.
As this game draws nearer to the end, the York Marching Band is coming over for the varsity game. Folks, make sure to stay tuned for that right after, as we will be streaming it.
So make sure to tune in early for senior night here against Downers Grove South. 2nd and 7 now. Assad takes the snap, handoff to Shaw. Shaw trying to get around the corner, and he is tackled.
Number 23, Jaden
That might have been a borderline horse collar call, but he will be brought out of bounds, and the clock stops with 1:10 left in the game. And looks like Tim Payne coming off the sideline a little gingerly here. Checking in will be number 61. Looks like Nasco there. And it'll now be 3rd and 5 from the 6-yard line for the Dukes. Definitely a good opportunity to just put the game over here. I mean, the game is pretty much over, but get an extra points on the stat sheet, get some other guys in, and there's a flag thrown. Looks like it'll be
and there's a learning moment for the Dukes. They scoot back.
Looks like it'll be a snap infraction on number 52, Elias Tamer.
You don't see that every day, Chat.
No, for all of you at home who don't know what a snap infraction is, it is when the center moves the ball slightly before he fully commits to the snap.
3rd down for the Dukes.
And it'll now be 3rd and 10 on the 11-yard line. And Colton Heilig checks into this game. Assad takes a snap. He is going to throw. He's got Will Butte. And Will Butte will go right into the end zone for a touchdown. His first touchdown of the season. Number 3, Will Butte.
Number 3,
you know, he's more of a defense guy, but put him in here on offense and he can do it all here. He's made some nice tackles on defense as well. So a great job for the Dukes for utilizing all their guys. And
great blocking right there from Witten.
Yeah, great stock blocking there from Christopher Witten. Really allowed Will Butte to
cruise right into the end zone.
Yeah. Now for the extra point attempt, Connor Smith and Dean McPartland on the hold. Owen Burns with the snap. McPartland with the hold, and that is drilled right through the back.
And the point after kick.
And it'll now be 34-6.
Number 26, Connor Smith.
And that's a good kick by Connor Smith here.
Long snapper, number 55, Owen Burns.
That is just going to about do it with 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the final quarter of the game. Well, Chet, what do you think helped the York offense be so successful this game besides Chris George's?
I think the O-line did. Definitely the play calling was very well drawn up. Some nice 4th down play calls I saw. And overall, just a great team effort on offense to just allow them to easily kind of cruise through this ball game here. And number 26, Connor Smith, getting ready to kick it back to the receiving. And it'll be a short kick to number 7 out here. He's going to return it, and he breaks a tackle, but will be tackled out of bounds.
On the return, tackle made by number 24, Jack Alstein.
Jack Alstein with the tackle. And here comes back out your York Dukes defense, and I'd be expecting to see some backups in here these last couple of minutes. Honestly, for both teams, I don't think Downers Grove South is really going to try to do anything huge. Don't want to get any of their players hurt or anything, so should be a leisurely minute left of the game.
Yeah, they're probably just going to end up running the clock out.
Yeah. Number 6 with the snap, hands off to 11. 11 tries to get the outside, and he will get a pickup about 4 yards on the play, and it'll now be 2nd and 6 from about the 44-yard line. Quarterback will take the snap, handoff again, and that is a great play by number 92 from pushing them into the backfield, and number 56 with the tackle in the backfield, and that'll push them back about a yard.
But that'll just about do it.
And that ends
the game
today's
is
sophomore
over.
matchup.
Dukes 34,
Dukes
DGS
victorious.
6.
Final score of 34
And
to
your
6.
York Dukes have so far
Last
gone
call
on
for
with the
parents, if you
season,
haven't shown
a
up
third
for
of the
your
way
senior
through,
night meetup.
3-0.
You're
We're
running a
looking to
little
continue
behind.
this hot streak here into the next coming weeks. And 34-6 is your final score of the game. Thank you for tuning in, everyone watching at home. I have been Brennan Blanchett. Alongside me is
Zach Sulkaitis. This has been York Sports Network.